Alright, buddies, so this is the first recording session, and I'm going to be writing this guy's fucking sales page. As you can see, I'm already one version up because I'm doing this stuff, I'm losing my fucking mind. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. So, let me walk you through quickly what's my game plan here. So, yeah, as I'm sharing the files with him, but he probably doesn't give a fuck about this. This is my job as a copywriter to get him sales, not his business to like watch my stuff. But here we go. So, I did a whole fuck ton of fucking market research on the looks maxing niche, and as you can see, I made another fucking version. But yeah, I was most of the like stuff I got here, it came from critical thinking. Like I asked myself a lot of these questions because, I was once in the looks maxing niche. I was very, obsessed with improving my looks. That's why I got into contact with this guy on I ended up in his Discord server. And so yeah, I just most of this stuff I got it from myself, like the pains, the desires, the fucking current situation, like all the stuff you need to in order to create a compelling sales offer, like in order to create a compelling message that resonates with your audience, the audience you're trying to sell. So I did some research on his competitors. Here's fucking baby Stickley. This guy is smashing the market. And besides from that, I went ahead and looked at some looks maxing YouTubers like this one. I was initially gonna work for this guy, but something popped up in my mind, and I suddenly decided to work with someone who didn't even have an audience, just uh, scrolls around Reddit and stuff. Not sure why I did it. I think I just noted that he has a massive fucking potential because no one's outreaching this guy. I know him pretty well. I know this his niche pretty well as well. So it's like a golden opportunity just waiting here. Let me just quickly show you his leads. So as you can see, it's gonna work for this guy. I was already like brainstorming like all I could find about him. I even took his inspiration from this guy, the baby Stickley method, which is his biggest competitors. I think this guy is smashing the marketing. It looks maxing-ish, to be honest. I already said it, but whatever. But as you can see, like if we try to see his funnel, like it's absolutely garbage. Like, um, he has a link tree, bro. What the fuck is that? Why the fuck do you have a link tree? Look, this is a shitty ass community. Only 123 people there. It hasn't changed still. He gets no traffic. I can absolutely fix this, bro. My fucking likes isn't the tabs. I can see the jack shit. But you see,
G'day everyone.
like I was gonna work for this guy. Let's check out his website. Look, Linktree. The fuck is this? It's fucking trash, man. Let's let's talk trash about this guy. TikTok, Instagram, like so much bullshit. Discord server. Subscribe, bro. 2 subscribe buttons. How fucking needy are you? There's 2 websites. Look, 2 different links. Oh, invalid link. What the fuck is this? The Bible of Aesthetics. I was gonna revamp his entire website because look, this just came from the fucking ChatGPT, bro. My man. What are you doing? The Bible of Aesthetics. I could put this at $80 a month. I could get him like he already has decent traffic, but I could just make his conversion so perfect, so neat that he just would start printing money like fucking hell. Is that how you say? Like never before. Fine. I'm gonna avoid using like hell. We gotta be more mindful of the words we pick. But yeah, you get it. So I was gonna work for this guy. Eventually decided to work for Mutropics. Yeah, I was in his server. I actually like post some stuff here. I was posting my journey on creating official development and stuff. Yeah. So this was a pretty warm lead. This was a pretty like easy client to land because yeah, I just made his design. He really liked it. He's using it. I'm waiting for his reply because talking a lot of stuff about his product. I need to know like a lot of information, especially with regards to him and how he wants to run his business before I actually craft the full sales page. I'm gonna be like practicing by making drafts, but I can't really make like a full like ready to use sales page unless he like cooperates with me. So a job as a copywriter is not only like to bring people fucking money and conversions and traffic and whatever the hell you want, but it's also to cooperate with the creator you're working with. And if the creator doesn't want to work with you, and guess what? The product, like not the product, but the conversions are probably going to be shitty because, the product and the audience, like later conditions, these are all not aligned. And most importantly, like if you if you were to create a sales page for a fucking membership, like selling a community, and all of a sudden your creator is selling a coaching, well, you just made a shit ton of work for nothing, right? So that's where cooperation comes in play. And I have to be honest, man, I'm not really liking not so much like working with this guy, but I really noticed a golden opportunity with him. Like he just is absolutely in. I sent him this what's it? This link. He just said, I mean, I just saw the video. Um, but yeah. So I'm gonna make the sales page now. I'm gonna rage bait. Rage rate? Yeah, that's how it's. Fuck. Whatever. I'm just wasting my time here, so let's just get into it. Oh, let me check my calendar. There's. What was my snack now? But whatever, I can just starve. I don't really care. So let's check my old sales page. Note, the soul of the sales page. Your craniofacial structure is fucked. So here's the solution. If you're serious about transforming your looks and health, but aren't exactly sure how, here's the craniofacial development blueprint that will completely transform your looks. Sorry, results guaranteed in 150 days or less, regardless of your age, genetics, starting point, or even craniofacial pain disorders. Then we are gonna have to make his VSL if he wants to make the video. I wouldn't be down to even like making the VSL myself, but it's his brand. It probably wouldn't be like so. It wouldn't make much sense to all of a sudden like my face appearing there. But yeah. So let's continue. Let me guess. Oh, by the way, before we like try to break down the one I was making, this we have to know our audience's awareness level. So they're like I designed a funnel here, so theoretically the audience should be product/solution aware. So they come from Instagram and TikTok. We're gonna run a lot of content here, and they're gonna be driven to YouTube where there's long form videos like providing free value and nurturing the audience, where they're gonna like and trust the Nootropics, this guy. And that's what gets people most like to buy your product. One of the factors, sorry. And from there, on the YouTube page, not on these two, maybe I could brainstorm a little more about this and decide if I should include the link to the website in these two platforms or not. But essentially, I'm just gonna put the link in YouTube, like in the description of the videos and the about section of the channel, and it's gonna redirect them to the new Tropics websites, which is where the sales page is going to be. So where people are going to be able to buy a membership and coaching if they desire. No, I think it's just going to be a membership at a community, and maybe I could make it craft a different like a different sales page for a more aware audience for like upselling coaching. So usually people that are going to go for coaching are people that already went through this entire funnel, just bought the community, and are pretty aware of the product, are pretty aware of the solution problem. Um, yeah, they've gone through the entire cycle, and they're like very aware. They're most aware. So I can just create another sales page for coaching where it's just like a direct offer. Like don't need to make some fucking some juggling copywriting stuff in the page. It's just offer, and I'm gonna find a way to make it very compelling, very unresistible for um people that were already in the community to buy it. So uh, this is essentially it. I can explain this stuff pretty much in another video, but I'm more interested in just going through the funnel and rotting my brains out here. So now you know that the audience is like solution slash problem aware. Like, oh fuck, I have to go back here again. I have fucking Alzheimer's, bro. They're a looks maxer. Their initial state is like pretty unaware. They're fucking blissful, ignorant. They're just watching the sun rise and go and fucking, just ruminating on the grass. They're like cows, innocent cows, and all of a sudden they scroll through like some of our content on Instagram and TikTok, and all of a sudden they know that their craniofacial structure is absolutely fucking cooked. So the reason why they're ugly, the reason why they're fucking unattractive, is because their craniofacial structure is absolutely screwed. It wasn't developed properly, and that's what's causing them being ugly. You can see from my face that I'm fucking cooked as well because, I was a mouth breather my entire life. So that's for another video, another story. So they go from looks maxing viewers unaware to problem aware. Look, looks maxing viewers now know they have a problem with craniofacial structure. So what's the next step? Is for them to become solution aware. So they know their craniofacial structure is cooked, and now they need to know which is the solution. And the solution is pretty much straightforward. It's just to recorrect their craniofacial structure through some techniques and methods that, orthotropics and the mewing space like essentially offer. So looks maxing viewers know they have craniofacial problem. Now the solution is to do something about it, from mewing to other techniques, but can't seem to figure it out. All right. This is pretty important. This last can't seem to figure it out because if they had it all figured out, they wouldn't need a product. Their problem would essentially be solved. Like the craniofacial structure would be like fairly decent. It would be solved, but the problem is they can't really figure it out. How? Because as you know, the internet is full of fucking misinformation. It's pretty easy to just believe in something absolute nonsensical, like in the most absolute bullshit claim you've ever heard. So they can't figure it out for that exact reason. The internet is full of shit. Lots of gurus like giving very weird advice, like fucking pull your teeth out or something like that. And so yeah, that's the solution aware stage. Next, and this is gonna be already in the when they went down one level in our funnel, which is they went from the Instagram and TikTok like brain rot content, like short informative posts and like reels, sort of like hitting their dopamine receptors while educating in them and like liking our brand. And from there, if they're more interested in the topic, they can go through YouTube, where we're gonna have like more long form videos, which are going to be full, like in-depth, free educational videos for us to nurture our audience and getting them to like and trust us because this is all gonna make sense in the future once I explain this stuff and this stuff. But just bear with me for a second here. So they're gonna go through our YouTube. They're gonna watch our content. They may swap back and forth between YouTube and the TikTok, Instagram, whatever they like. And as they become like warmer with us, as they like trust us more, and they see that we provide a lot of value, they're essentially just going to want to check out our website and say, hold on. So this guy is like showing me the solution, and let me check out his website. Now they know, now they are product aware. Like looks maxing viewers know they have a craniofacial problem, and the solution is to do something about it, from mewing to other techniques, but can't seem to figure it out. They see Mutropics has a solution to this exact problem, so they are on the fence of buying it. So, they've watched a few videos from us. They've obtained like some value, like a lot of value from us already. But it's quite, it's not quite yet there, like in a to the point where their problems are all completely solved, and that's where our product will come at play. It's just essentially gonna help them transition from knowing what to do, sort of what to do, to completely knowing what to do and solving completely their problem. So that's what our community is going to offer. And from there, if they weren't converted yet, if they already didn't make like the big bucks here, we can just get them their email and just get them like even more nurtured with our free value. They're going to be sending the emails. We're going to be sending like transformations. uh, we're going to be linking to YouTube, and it's going to be a whole fucking cycle of getting them exposed to as much content of ours as possible, so that they can be familiar with us, and essentially just whenever they get like very aware, like they can just at one point say, all right, like I know this guy's stuff, his stuff is legit. I saw his transformations. He's provided a shit ton of value. So if this is his free stuff, let me might as well like check out his product, which might be at the which will be like more valuable. So that's essentially the funnel. I've been seeing his stuff for a while. He's legit. Let's buy his shit. Looks maxing viewers know they have a crazy official problem, and the solution is to do something about it, from mewing to other techniques, but can't seem to figure it out. They see Nootropics has a solution to this exact problem and are pretty aware of the results it has brought to other people, so when they're prompted to buy, they don't hesitate to give their money. That's the awareness slash money funnel that we have here. So we come from acquisition, like some people may come from YouTube as well, to conversion. Like this is all in a funnel. So we're going to be working mostly with solution slash product aware people that are in this area slash this one. Like they watch our YouTube videos, and they've checked our website at least once or never really, but acknowledge that we have one. And yeah, from there I just gotta create my offer from these two levels, like solution slash product aware, because like the most aware will like just skip the entire copy and just buy the product. That's the goal here. So with this, I decided to go with a problem solution lead first, because I didn't go with a secret lead because it's more like between problem slash solution. Um, People already sort of know the secret here in the space. It's like craniofacial stuff. That's where we're going to be centering most of our content in, like craniofacial development. We're going to be selling them the idea of craniofacial development, not looks maxing. And I also didn't choose the promise lead because, you know, this is more towards the most aware slash product aware type of people. And our our audience is most likely going to be solution slash product aware. So it makes more sense to make a problem slash solution lead, because they know they have a problem, they know like sort of the solution, and if we walk like them through the steps and then show them, look, this product will absolutely solve your product, your problems. You just gotta sign in, and that's it. Voila, your problems are gone. They're more likely to buy than if they're like they come with if we come with a promised lead, like let me show. How do I structure this? With a problem solution lead, you show them the problem first, and then you just walk through the every stage of belief they need to go through, and then you offer them the solution, which is your product, and then they become sort of product aware. Whereas in the promise lead, they already are product aware, so you can make like a huge you can make this promise of, I'll completely fix your craniofacial structure with this program if you buy it. Like that could be the starting point, because they're already aware of the product, so they don't really need to move up the stage. It's more about from going here to here. So that's when I would use the promise lead, if they are absolutely product aware. And the thing is, most of our audience, as you know, is going to be solution slash product aware. So only a very select few are going to be able to be sold through a promise lead. So I'm going to stick with the problem solution lead, because people on this on this side can sort of to go like they can get converted through this lead, whereas this type of lead only gets converted with this one. So it cannot really go that route because they have to know what our product is. So I hope this makes a lot of sense now. And let's just get digging. So problem solution lead. Mm-hmm. What are some buzzwords? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Never mind. Alright, here's the craniofacial development blueprint that will completely transform your looks. The results guaranteed in 150 days or less, regardless of your age, genetics, or employer. I think I did a pretty good job here in the headline, in the eyebrow headline and that copy. Because first off, this already is polarizing, so it it selects a very specific type of people we want to work with. We want to work with hard workers. We don't want like any fucking lazy slots that are then like they don't put in the work and they just want a refund. Oh man, I thought it was gonna be easy, and they're just gonna cause a whole lot of problems. So we're gonna work with hard workers that already know like a little bit of self improvement and are into good habits. And the only limiting factor they have is not their like limiting beliefs, is not their belief systems. It's more of like the knowledge they have access to, because I already told you the internet is full of fucking jargon, full of fucking, not jargon, no, yeah, jargon. It's full of jargon, full of nonsensical bullshit like wishy-washy techniques that only get you temporomandibular joint problems and that kind of stuff. So here's the craniofacial development blueprint that will completely transform your looks. Results guaranteed in 150 days or less. So this is kind of ultra specific, 150 days. Sorry. This is also safe, predictable, because if we put here 150 days, it means it's been tested already. Results guaranteed. It's predictable, safe. Um, Whenever like someone is going to buy something, they really want to make sure it's safe. Here's craniofacial. This is unique craniofacial development blueprint. This is new. They haven't seen this before, so they can only get us this from us. It's only emotion. Completely transform your looks. Completely transform your looks. This is big. This is like useful. So this is big and useful. Completely and useful because transform your looks. This is obviously what they want to get from our product. And yeah, I think I pretty much covered most of what I had to break down here. Regardless of your age, genetic starting point, or even craniofacial pain disorders. Now, I think I also did a very good fucking job in this deck copy, because I immediately handled people's objections when it comes to the looks maxing slash this new craniofacial development niche that we're working with, because a lot of people believe that the reason they're not getting results, or they wouldn't get results with a certain type of solution, is because of one of the following objections. So their age, they think they're too old for something, or their genetics, they think they have bad genetics, or their starting point, they think they're cooked beyond point, like the whole kitchen just fucking burned. There's no turning back. There's no turning back. They're just forget it. You can absolutely forget like trying to improve your looks. This is the staging where some people are at, so we can sort of handle this objection right here, right away, or even craniofacial pain disorders. All right. So some people who come from who listen to other gurus' advice and influencers, or may even naturally have this, they ended up like screwing up their TMD, temporomandibular joint, and they might have bruxism, they might have what's other craniofacial pain disorders? In case you don't know what TMD is, it's like, sometimes have you ever heard like your jaw popping whenever you open the mouth? And sometimes it hurts. That's TMD, temporomandibular joint and disorder. And some people have that to a really high extent, where they're really afraid of like manipulating anything in their craniofacial structure, which we address here. And by the way, this is also very well going to be very well addressed in our videos. because this guy, he's a full-time fucking researcher. This is all he does. Like he just wants to research craniofacial development stuff, and he wants to treat anomalies with people. And yeah, since he works with these kind of people, like he helps people solve their TMD problem, their craniofacial pain disorders. He like this is going to be an objection that we probably won't even have to worry about. So that's mostly about it. We had yeah, I just packed a whole fucking punch of a headline here. By the way, I didn't come up with this like immediately. This took a lot of trial and error. I wrote a fuck ton of headlines. So okay, it's not this one. It's the assembly looks maxing one. So this is all the research I was doing. Like, look at the first ones. For serious hard work, only the craniofacial development blueprint that will completely solve your attractiveness problems. Results guaranteed 150 days or less, no matter if you have bad genetics or a bad starting point. The craniofacial lazy people go away. Go the fuck away from here. The craniofacial development framework that will completely transform your looks and results in as little as 2 weeks, noticeable changes in as little as yeah, this is fucking trash. So it takes a lot of trial and error until you sort of warm up the engines in your brain to come up with like a great like copy. And yeah, that's how I got until this point where I created a very great headline in my opinion. And I think I'm going through the same process again here, writing the copy, because look, the first thing like that happened to me once I just copy and pasted the headline here, and I was supposed to start writing the sales page. I just thought to myself, what the fuck? How am I gonna like start this stuff? Like I just felt very overwhelmed. Like, like bro, I was just like here 5 minutes trying to figure out like how to press a keybind to start writing. But I eventually just told shut my brain down and just start writing to see where this goes. So it started like this. Let me get, by the way, this is a problem solution lead. Here are a few points. Target those worries that keep customers up at night. Make sure their worries carry deep emotional weight. You have to stir those emotions first to prove you feel your prospect's pain. You have to stir. Alright, I don't really know what this means. I just copy pasted this shit. Like I saw this from a Reddit post, I think. Oh yeah, what a fucking Chad. Lee, you just saved my fucking ass. Oh fuck. Alright, whatever. So I just saw that on Reddit post. I'm pretty sure it's from a book. I haven't read it yet. I think it's called Great Leads. I have to read it. I have only read like one or two books on copywriting so far. But yeah, I'll make sure I read those as well in the future. But I'm gonna focus on writing copy and getting hands-on experience because that's more important than like productively procrastinating and trying to learn everything before even starting. Just dip your fucking head straight into the water and start like swimming. Don't start preparing your your equipment before swimming. Just go throw yourself. You learn how to swim in no time. You'll learn how to make money for clients and make money yourself with copywriting in no time if you take this approach. You don't want to linger on a problem too long before offering hope. Okay, that's something I have to watch out for because when I'm writing copy, this is like the first time I fucking write copy. Um, when I'm writing like right now, um, I just I'm just writing stuff and I get carried away with like with the flow. Then I completely forget that I was supposed to follow like this structure to target their pain points and then offer hope, like through our stuff. And essentially, I was just like writing a story for people to read, and they could just like click off and not even buy our product, not even finish our sales letter. So it has to be very concise, has to be very quick, especially because I'm working with a younger audience. People are probably going to have a slight degree of brain rot, but that's okay. I'll just have to watch out. And fifth point, you must offer hope at a relevant solution or a relevant solution at some point of a relevant solution at some point of the pitch. Okay, yeah. This makes sense. So let's start. Let me guess. You've already been doing self-improvement for a while, and you're somewhat consistent with the habits that will get your life in order. You know, things like working out, avoiding bad foods, fixing your posture. All right. What I try to do here essentially is, there's a this is like a human heuristic, but fuck. It's not a paradox. It's like, when you feel like you're being so specific, but at the same time you're targeting a very broad like audience, and people whose like characteristics you just described like feel like it's literally just me. You literally just described me. So this is what I try to achieve here. Like, things like working out, when you buy foods, like just by saying these three things, which came up to my mind to be as the three most common things to starting self-improvement, because I myself started them. And I see a lot of other people like starting them as well. This makes people feel very special. They're gonna see it. They're gonna like get how do you call it? They're gonna perceive you as someone who understands them, so they can trust you more. That's about something that I tried to go with here. So you've already been doing something with them, yeah. I'm describing them to get them to trust me. But at some point in your journey, you told yourself, all right, that's it. I gotta fix my looks. I want to become attractive. This is the point where people just go through the rabbit hole of fucking black pill content, and it's not a fun place to be. Little did you know, the moment you decided this, you got sucked into an endless rabbit hole of looks maxing videos and guides. I'm also describing them very specifically, but this is what fucking happens to everyone who like decides to improve their looks, only to be left with a never-ending sea of information that is. And I put like a few options here. I'm not really sure which one to go for. I'll probably go with the one that's more coherent and like just looks nicer in the phrase overall to give some compelling structure here, only to be left with a never-ending sea of information that is miles away from solving your problems, slash doesn't even seem to solve your problems, slash doesn't even seem to solve any of your problems. And I also don't know which one to use between those two. I'm probably going to go with this one, is miles away from solving your problems, but let's continue. And you know how important this is to you because you recognize the impact it has in every single aspect of your life. Now, once again, I'm doing the thing of making them feel like they're being completely understood, but at the same time I'm playing a nasty trick here, which is like to um, make them live up to an expectation, or it's more of a consistency bias, I believe. When yeah, the people are more likely to um act like people are more likely to act accordingly to something they've already associated themselves with. So what I'm essentially doing here, I'm just reinforcing that association, that like looks are very important to them. So like, watch out, if I have a solution here, you better get it. So that's what I'm trying to go for with here. So you know how important this is because you recognize the impact it has in every single aspect of your life. Now, this is where the pain points are going to begin. Do you remember here? Target those worries that keep customers up at night. Make sure their worries carry deep emotional weight. So at this point, my goal is probably to make the fucking reader cry. Like, this is just so you can understand how like deep how I'm like just pinching them, like to make them feel pain, so they can like essentially take action later. Because the biggest exchange catalysts, if not the only two, are pain and confidence. Like, the more pain a person feels, like caused by a problem, pain is caused by problems, more likely they're going to buy the solution. Say, for example, you're very fucking hungry. Like, your pain, your physical pain is off the fucking charts. And someone just offers you a cheeseburger. Like, you haven't seen any single food. There's like barely any food. Like 50 miles away, and someone offers you a cheeseburger that originally cost like $2 for $10. You probably wouldn't give a fuck. You would just buy it because the cheeseburger would alleviate your pain here. So This is one of the exchange catalysts. And confidence is essentially like the trust they have in you. Like how trustworthy are you? Like how much do you understand them? How much value, how much free value have you like provided them? Reciprocity, tendency, and so on. So that's going to be treated in the part of YouTube, like where we're going to be providing free value and stuff. So we're gonna go a lot with a lot of paint stuff here, mentally, psychologically, socially, physically, romantically. I just want to make sure they remember like all the aspects this affects them in, because this way they'll be able to see how big the problem is. Or someone came here, because they will see how big the problem. Fuck. Because this way they will be able to see how big the problem is, and it's essentially just going to motivate them to take action later on. Because since it's such a big problem, it's causing so much pain in so many different areas in their lives, they're going to be more driven to buy our like solution, our product. You name it. You probably suffer from. Oh, I was making like a few bullet points. I was trying to. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make this part. Sorry. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna throw this fucking entire sales page to the garbage. I'm not really liking the flow with it. You'll see why like later. But I was really having a hard time to figure out how I could like press on their pain points at this part. I'm probably not nailing correctly the pain points part. Probably gonna have to do like some more market research. Probably gonna have to create polls or somehow like find them on the internet of what people suffer from looking bad, for having bad looks. Like what's all their like the pains that they feel from being ugly. So a few of them that I managed to get is low self-confidence, insecurity, socially awkward, looking androgynous. This is very specific. That's probably for in case you don't know what androgynous means, it's like people imagine a male that looks like a female, or someone that doesn't even look like a male or a female. So I think I've explained it pretty well. Have TMD, bruxism, so these are physical pains, and these are the craniofacial pain disorders that I was talking about. And they'll forever live in. They also suffer some consequences, like self-denial, confidence, they're being judged, discomfort, yeah, okay, pains, like physical pains. He also gets health issues. Yes, this is real craniofacial underdevelopment causes like very serious health conditions that I myself have suffered already from, which one of them is sleep apnea. Like as a kid, I've always breathed through my mouth, and I never breathed through my nose, and that causes your airways to like restrict. And when you're sleeping, people who snore, that's people when they're when the air cannot go like flow smoothly, like the tongue starts drawing back because of improper tongue posture, improper craniofacial development, and the tongue like starts the tongue just goes back, and the air tries to push through, and that's what makes the noise of the snoring. And that can be dangerous since you can choke, and that's what happened to me one night. I woke up like in the middle of the night, like I was completely like, I, I thought I forgot how to breathe, essentially. So people can die from that. They get bad posture pain, like imagine like forward neck posture. I used to have a lot of neck posture. I'm sort of fixing my neck posture as well, so that isn't a big problem for me. Blocked nose used to be a big one for me as well. You get TMD stuff. You get it. So solutions. Oh, these are other pain points that I'm gonna have to address. The solutions, like I'm gonna throw at them. I'm gonna show them that they've tried everything and like they're so hopeless. Like there's nothing else they can do. But there's our product, which is absolutely different from everything they've tried, and it's going to be the magic bullet, the magic silver bullet for their problems. What's their current situation? Their situation. The other thing I wanted to show you here is the beliefs. They want to believe that looks maxing works. This sort of like also goes into the pains. Like it creates emotions of despair, hopelessness. They want to believe mainstream again. They're desperate. They believe that their lack of beauty is the main reason for discontent and anxiety and discontent, psychological pains. They believe that they're not being treated as fair because they're ugly, and they believe they can improve, but all failures so far seem to only show that genetics are the only thing that matters after all. So self-denial. They're just gonna be living in self-denial their entire lives because you know they gave up. They said, "Fuck it, it's all genetics. I can't improve," and they're just gonna be always negative about their looks because it's something they cannot change and they're not comfortable with. They cannot live with it, so they're gonna be living in self-denial. They believe that they're not being treated as fair. This is the pretty advantage. Like, I'm pretty sure if you're someone unattractive like me, you would probably see that people who are like just slightly like prettier than you, slight or like by far a lot more good looking than you, they're gonna get very well treated comparing to you. Pretty sure you felt this in your life. I felt this a lot. Especially when it came to like making new relationships with strangers, it's very hard to make friends and stuff. So that's a big pain that people suffer here. They also can't find a romantic partner because they think everyone is out of their league. So that's another pain point we can hit. What do they truly want? Fuck. I'm not so good with this one. They're like, I believe that the deepest driving force that they want to like improve their looks is because they've always felt inferior their whole lives because of subhuman looks, and I believe that maximizing their looks and getting a pretty girlfriend will increase their status around people and improve their self-loving process. So people think that looks maxing is the magic bullet to everything in their lives. Yeah, I sort of came up with this myself because I think that that's what I believed back then, and I still do a little bit. Right, conclusions. So yeah, I needed to get pain points, and I wasn't really, and I wasn't really sure how I would like structure it or fit in here without making it seem like popped up out of a sudden, like came out of the blue, like if he was telling a very good story and all of a sudden, boom, there you fucking have it, like pain points in your face. Like it doesn't just happen like that. I have to be able like to connect things and make them like sound very fluent, not robotics, sound them like very harmonious, so the reader can just read through it and the words just go directly into their fucking subconscious, whereas gonna hit their emotions, and that's essentially what's just going to bring sales. So I was trying to make bullet points, and another option I had was just making a lot of paragraphs. And once again, I don't really know if these pain points are so deep. Um, I'm probably gonna have to select to select very few of them, but very meaningful ones. So I would just throwing a shit ton and remove some of that pain magic that comes with these pain bullets. The list goes on. It is no measure of health to be living like this already. This is where the shit starts. This is where I believe I started messing up like real hard. I think I already messed up from the beginning, to be honest. I think I should have like started immediately like with paint stuff. I think that some people could have like just leave the sales page at this point and not read through the most important part, which is going to hook them. Uh, the snack. Oh fuck! I have another snack. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Oh shit. My snack is now. I was looking at here, not my day today. Yeah, I planned my stuff for tomorrow. So let's keep going. There's no measure of health to be living like this. And before I give you the solution, open loop, bribe. And before I give you the solution, so this is where supposedly the hook is. So you can see the whole amount of fucking space there is between like the initial lead and the open loop, which is supposed to like you know make them want to read everything and essentially get to the end of the page and make the decision, be more convinced of the buying decision rather than just living somewhere in the middle here. Uh, for give you the solution, let's talk about something more important. You've probably seen all of these incredible transformations online and wondered to yourself, once again, more pain points. Like they see these people getting way ahead of them, while like they're left in the dust. They don't know what the fuck is the magic thing they're not doing that improves their looks, and this gives them like a lot of desperation, they hopelessness that maybe like they don't have the genetics for it, like they can't figure it out, they're like all lost. So this is a very massive point on them, and I'm just gonna press on it. So I'm gonna throw rocks at them as well. Throw rocks with them. Like we're gonna demonize these influencers that are like show huge distorted transformations. We'll get into that in a second. They show these huge like amazing transformations, and they'll like they tell people to do these methods, and people do these methods and they don't work. Like what the fuck? How is he getting more results than me, motherfucker? And that's not right. And so they start getting some suspicions, and what we're gonna do here is just prove their suspicions so they can be on our side. We're gonna throw rocks with them at their enemy, which is the influencers that are bullshitting their transformations and trying to sell stuff or getting attention. So, what's the real secret to glowing up that these influencers are hiding from me? Why do they achieve results when I clearly work harder? Why does almost none of their advice work? Despite all of this disappointment, you want to believe there's hope to improving your looks. So, this comes in their belief system. Um, like no matter how many failures, there's still something inside their brain that sparks hope for whatever reason that they can improve their looks. And this is good. We can leverage this. But all past experiences only seem to point out that this is a very distant reality. So all of their failures just keep throwing them down. They cannot progress. They cannot get the glow up, the transformation that they've been looking for. And the more this happens, the more they start believing that maybe this doesn't work. Maybe it's like just it's not real at all. So hopelessness. They don't want to live in self-denial. That's something we can leverage here. But don't worry, it's not your fault. This is very powerful. I forgot why exactly it was so powerful, but it's almost like it's not confirming people's suspicions. It's another heuristic. It's sometimes when you completely mess up and like someone comes to comfort you, like saying it's not your fault, like shit happens, you just feel comfortable. You just like, you trust that person more. You have more confidence in them. You can rely more on them. And I believe that's like what we're doing here. I have to research more about this heuristic, but I think it's like the core of it is what I've already explained. So nearly all of the transformations you see online are purposefully misleading for two main reasons: throwing rocks at them, with them, attention and money. So this is where they're gonna be. Oh, so they're making these huge transformations to attract attention and money. They're ripping me off. And I'm gonna say, yeah, they're ripping you off, so you better pay attention here. Because if you don't wanna keep falling for their scams, you better listen to me. Some of your favorite influencers leverage camera angle, lens distortion, lighting, and head position to make it seem like they've had huge glow ups in incredibly short periods of time. This is all that happens online, honestly. Um, this is something I'd had to be kind of aware of in order to be able to come up with this thing. But this is essentially like proving. The point of this is essentially to prove like people, you shouldn't trust the influencers with like very suspicious transformations, because because of all these reasons. They leverage, like they manipulate the camera angle, the lens distortion, lighting, and head position to make it seem like they essentially had like a huge glow up, so they can have the social proof in order to sell and get attention. And I'm just like pointing it out to the reader, so he then knows, okay, so I better not fall for that mistake again of trusting these people. We're also giving ourselves like some authority here, because obviously our YouTube is going to be full of like free value, full of scientific stuff, scientific like techniques and methods that actually work, and this is our edge over other people, because these guys are mostly like just apply the mainstream looks maxing techniques that aren't really backed by science, so they're kind of just like bro science, and people sort of don't really like, especially when it comes to this health niche where people just want to trust an authority. But once again, looks maxing is an overhyped niche, and we're still gonna have to find our our way to pose ourselves as scientific authorities and at the same time not look boring slash for old people, because young people like hype. But I'm gonna point this out so they know that we're serious about our shit. While they might have achieved some results, the distortion of their progress only contributes more and more to unrealistic expectations from what one can achieve in a limited amount of time. So, um, this is just continuing the thought of train that I was going over explaining why they shouldn't trust others and they should trust us. But I think this is going way too off topic. Um, I feel like the point was just to like just press on their pain points and then like say, hey, here's the solution. The solution is craniofacial development, and at some point later on, we say, oh, look, we have we actually sell like a community where you have access to courses and all the stuff that you need to know about craniofacial development, so you can extract all the benefits and solve your problems. So that's sort of the thing I had to go through. But as much as I like, as much as I spend a lot of time writing this already, and I have to admit it's not looking so good here, because I think it's deviating and people may feel bored and say, "Oh, this is just another article, whatever. I'll just keep watching YouTube and frying my brain." So uh, I don't really like how this is going. I'm probably gonna have to tweak some paths. I'm gonna have to shape some weird paths in order to, uh, you know, transmit the message that they should trust us and not like these influencers, while we get to the core message, which is, hey, we have this product, it solves your problem, and if you buy it, you just your pains are away, are gone. You don't have to keep chasing hyped up, trying to trend in a looks maxing niche. Then I give them an example, so to how do you say it? To stimulate their very notorious and very peculiar brain rot brain. We might as well call it mouse brain. I'm probably gonna have to add like a lot of images just throughout the text, because people are like they can't read 3 words on a fucking YouTube thumbnail. How much like they try to read everything here and they're gonna have a hard time. But anyways, but like regardless, that I didn't want to say. Anyways, regardless, they're serious hard workers that we're targeting, so they're gonna feel more obligated to read this, because they say, oh yeah, I'm a hard worker, so I'm gonna read this because this is me. Hard workers don't slack off. They don't stop reading. They don't skip reading to go watch TikTok or whatever. Can you guess how much time this was apart? None. By the way, this is me. I did a post in this guy's server. Oh, I think he replied. Okay, perfect. Gonna have to check his reply. Yeah, I'm just gonna check later. Whatever. I'll update you guys later. Can you guess how much time this was apart? None. I know what you're thinking. Maybe this whole looks maxing thing is all genetics and is BS, and genetics are all that matters. Um, I was going to start addressing his limiting beliefs here, uh, the reader's limiting beliefs in the section here, because you know we proved all of this stuff to him, like all of these transformations are fucking distorted. Like people get very little results actually, and you need just a bunch of stuff, and they might think, oh well, then this is just all bullshit. Like I'm wasting my time here. Maybe genetics are all that matters. I'm going to be addressing limiting beliefs like that, so that the reader doesn't give up and essentially just continues reading to find out the solution. So that's what I'm going with here. And I don't know what to do from here on. Probably gonna have to keep writing bullshit until like something a miracle happens on my fucking brain and I figure out the answer. But I'm I'm not sure if I should like finish this one, the sales page, and then move to the next one, so I can start iterating and like reshaping the entire sales page, or should I like just take a completely different format and immediately go like grab them by the throat and start attacking their pain points, and then like offer them a solution? I'm not sure what to do here, but yeah, I think I'll just keep going with this one. I'll just keep writing with this one, and yeah, once I finish it, I'll just redo the process again. I'm probably gonna come up with like 5 sales pages here, like gonna reiterate over 5 sales pages here, until I get satisfied. Like, the 5 is not a specific number, but I'm gonna do as many sales pages as I need until I feel satisfied, just like the headline I did here. And by the way, I spent like a few hours just like sitting here and like thinking through this, like what would be the like best headline ever. Like, it took a lot of iterations here, and I believe that if I have to do this with sales page, it's gonna take like, oh, fuck, like a buttload of time. So that's essentially what this is all about. Um, I'm so tired, bro. What the fuck? Let's breathe. Alright, maybe this whole looks maxing thing is all BS and genetics are all that matters. Let's read this again. Let's let's put myself in the shoes of a reader. Let me guess. You've already been doing self-improvement for a while and you're somewhat consistent with the habits that'll get your life in order. I don't like this. We're gonna have to change. You know, things like working out, avoiding bad foods, fixing your posture, yada yada. But at some point in your journey, you told yourself, alright, that's it. I gotta fix my looks. I wanna become attractive. Little did you know, the moment you decided this, you got sucked into an endless rabbit hole of looks maxing videos and guides, only to be left with a never-ending sea of information that is miles away from solving your problems. And you know how important this is to you because you recognize the impact it has in every single aspect of your life. Mentally, mentally, psychologically, socially, physically, romantically, you name it. You probably suffer from extremely low self-confidence, self-esteem, insecurity about your looks, overthinking about others, really judging your appearance, yada yada. Or the other option, you probably suffer from low self-confidence, probably in self-denial about your looks, probably can't find a partner because everyone is way out of your league. You're probably constantly overthinking about others judging your appearance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the paint bullets here instead of the plain text here. I think this looks way better. I'm just gonna have to figure out a way how to like just put very perfectly. You're probably stressing. I'll just skip this. Oh wait, never mind. I'm gonna refresh my mind on their pains. Probably socially awkward because you lack self-confidence. Affects how you speak. You probably stress and anxious all the time because of your appearance. You're probably not being treated as fair because of how you look. Sigh. Pretty advantage. The list goes on. It is no measure of health to be living like this. And before I give you the solution, let's talk about something more important. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love this bright, this open look. It could be better. You've probably seen all these incredible transformations online and wondered to yourself, what's the real secret to glowing up that these influencers are hiding from me? Why do they achieve results when I clearly work harder? Why does almost none of their advice work? Yeah, I should like change my tone so I can mimic their brains subconsciously reading this. Like their different emotions, their different like tones of voice in their brain. Despite all of this disappointment, you want to believe there's hope for improving your looks. All past experiences only seem to point out that this is a very distant reality. But don't worry, it's not your fault. Oh, I feel relieved. It's not my fault. Oh, okay. Nearly all of the transformations you see online are purposefully misled for two main reasons: attention and money. Some of your most favorite influencers leverage camera angle, lens distortion, lighting, and head position to make it seem like they've had huge glow-ups in incredibly short periods of time. And while they might have achieved some results, the distortion of their progress only contributes to more and more unrealistic expectations from what one can achieve in a limited amount of time. Fucking like this, but let's keep right. Take a look at this example. I just went over to Photoshop, fucking wasted one goddamn, like 90 goddamn minutes in here, trying to get everything right. Can you guess how much time this was apart? None. I know what you're thinking. Maybe this whole looks maxing thing is all BS and genetics are all that matters. Uh, mm, I can go something like with I feel your pain. I know what you're thinking. I feel you. Overhyped. Fence. Fence pushed. Overhyped trends pushed by influencers. Failure. But it makes sense. I overhyped trends pushed by looks maximum influencers aren't meant to help you. To sell, to sell. Not selling. They're meant to sell. We're gonna throw some pain points. Um, I know this before because I was in the exact same boat as you before. And I know this because I was in the exact same boat as you before. They're meant to sell you. Desperate. Desperate to find an answer. Actually, ferociously, ferociously, uh, soon countless hours of these content, contents. Desperate to find an answer to my problems, typing to ferociously consume countless hours of contents. And No, nothing seemed to work. We can put this in bold. This this is why it looks Maxine isn't the answer. This is why looks Maxine isn't the answer. Oh, we can, yeah. So, if we go back here, we know that we're not selling like a product. We're not selling like a craniofacial development school, like for people to fucking it's just fucking boring ass community. We're selling an idea. Instead of selling looks maxing here, we're selling craniofacial development. Now, it's probably like the exact same shit here. Like except in like looks maxing, it's more broad. It goes like over to diet, fitness, fit. Like it goes to gym. It goes to like all of these areas like cosmetics, like beauty products, hair care, skincare, like products and all that stuff. So it's a very broad niche. But instead of like saying, hey, um, it's a looks maxing thing for improving your face. No, it's a craniofacial development thing. We're selling the idea of craniofacial development, not of looks maxing to improve your looks on your face. I hope this is I hope this is sort of making sense. And essentially what I'm gonna do is like base the whole like sales page around this one big idea because you need to have you need to centralize your all of your copy needs to be always centralized around one big idea. And in this case, it's the craniofacial development. Um, yeah. Well, what's maxing is yes, the craniofacial development is what you've been looking for. And I'm probably gonna put this in a heating boya boya you've been looking for. All right, so what's the chain of beliefs we need to prove them? Fuck, so many beliefs. Okay. I'm ugly slash screwed. I'm absolutely fucking cooked. Like my health is suffering because I have sleep apnea, I have TMD, I have bruxism, I have whatever. But most importantly, I'm ugly. People are looking for the attractiveness solution. I can improve my looks. All right, so we've proved them they're fucking ugly. With this beautiful image of mine, that's how I look. Yes. Um, we proved they're ugly with this thing around here. All right, I gotta fix my looks, and we give them some pain points because if they were pretty, they wouldn't suffer any of these pain points at all. Just so you know, unless they have like some other underlying condition in the psychological factor. I can improve my looks slash health. Like I can expand my airways. I can, breathe through my nose. I can like, have a proper posture and all that stuff. I can like stop having posture pain and more. Then yeah, I can improve my looks health. Nya, 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 nya. Fuck. I'm not following the chain of beliefs. So we need to prove they're ugly. That seems so evil, just saying that. We need to prove they're ugly. We need to prove them, um, they're ugly, right? I'll just say this like 3 times. We need to prove them they can improve their looks. So it's the same as you coming up to a person saying like, "Hey, you're broke, but you can improve your looks. But you can like make money, right?" And then we tell them like what do they need to in order to like improve their looks. So then we need to prove them uh, they need to change the craniofacial structure. So they probably already know this from. They're probably gonna know this from our YouTube. Uh, we're gonna Yeah, we're fuck. Bro, this is where copywriting gets fucking messed up, man. It's like you get so many small details and stuff, while leading conditions, heuristics, you need to understand fuck ton of psychology. And, as you're writing this, like, if you forget one of these details, you're just, just blissfully writing through the pages, and you forget one of these things, you can say, like, this whole thing goes to shit. You're gonna have to rewrite again, which is, like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, I think it should be this way. Like, it's what separates good copywriters from bad copywriters. But it's really frustrating. It's like I'm fucking melting my brain just here, just thinking how do I make this the most compelling stuff thing ever. And I'm really like how to adapt. I'm really advocate of the idea that um if you're not struggling a lot, you're not doing something right. You're not gonna achieve results. So a lot of people like avoid doing this work, avoiding just creating countless and countless numbers of pages, like doing brainstorming about like market research about I even did the research on this guy, like on the guy I was working with, because when I went to the sales call with him, when I showed him like his when I showed him his look, I was taking so many notes. When I showed him his funnel, I just had to hit on his pain points. Like, to make him say like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I'm so tired of this. Just make me help me make more money with my product. Like, this is essentially like what I did with a call. So I'm probably gonna have to end the video here. I didn't really want it to be this long. I can't really concentrate on this while recording. I don't want to bore you, so I'm gonna be finishing this off in while like offline. Yeah, whatever. Like, I'm gonna be finishing this off offline, like without recording, and then I'm just gonna record this and break down like the entire sales page for you. So and I'll also show you, like, I'll share with you the results I get with this, how much money I make this guy, and how maybe not that. I'm gonna try to be a little more sensitive with the information I share, but yeah, I'm just gonna show like overall like the results that I achieved with this sales page. So stay tuned.